definite line between hot and cold with every heat. So the very sharp flame has a very definite line between hot and cold. So you can heat it at the tip of the bubble and split it out like that to make it smaller baseline. Do that one more time, a little bit taller. We're going to do it little by little just to make sure you don't overdo it. You got the glass too hot and swung it too much. This wood just sort of fling right off the end, so we don't really want that. If you stretch that right out, using that paper again, so contour it and chill the sides a little bit. She's going to focus the heat on the tip of the bubble. She wants to blow that out a little bit wider. That'll become the bottom of the base, so we want that to be a little bit wider so it's more stable. So again, she's focusing the heat right on the tip. It's fun to see how just careful heating can determine the shape of the piece. The tip of the bubble down there is where the glass is hot. It means it's where it's soft. It means when she blows through the pipe, that's the portion which will expand. So you can see the tip down there got a little bit wider. She's going to flatten that out a little bit. Just using a wooden paddle, she'll press at the bottom there. And once that's flattened, we need to transfer this onto another rod. This punchy transfer will allow Amy to work on opening up the top of her rod. Transferring the piece halfway through has been done as long as people have made glass by hand on a blowpipe. So if you look at even the oldest glass in our museum, you'll see a little scar on the bottom of it where this finishing rod was attached. So now we're going to attach this right to the center of the bottom of the glass, and you will touch it on. While the glass on the punch that I brought here is still a little bit soft, you can push it around and make sure that it's running true to the blowpipe, true to the center of the bottom of the piece. That way when we make the transfer, sure everything is still running nice and straight. So just set that up nicely. Now to separate this from the blowpipe, Amy will show the neckline up there, that line she made earlier. Some water that crystals the glass, creates tiny little cracks. And with just a tap, do that, it pops right out of there. So now we can heat that opening and begin to flare out the top of the base a little bit more. Alrighty. Amy just said that she was going to trim this. A lot of times when the glass is attached to the blowpipe, it thickens a little bit. And when you break it free, sometimes it can be a little bit uneven. So Amy said she's going to trim the top of this. And we do that just with a pair of scissors. This is just like a little pair of tin snips. There's nothing too fancy about it. And she can cut right through the glass around the rim of the piece to make it even and fit everything together. So she's focusing the heat on the top of the base right now. Soften the lid so she can do that operation. One of the interesting things about our studio out here is that this is actually a portable glass shop. This is a semi-trailer. Everything that you see along the back wall, all the big equipment is bolted to the floor. This floor folds up, the roof folds in, and we can ship this whole thing right down the road. We've been all over the place with this, all the way from Seattle to Miami, many places in between. But we're always parked here during the summertime. We have most of our visitors. It's a very nice studio to work portable now. Now you're just going to trim that, just like I was saying, using that pair of shears, cutting right through that molten glass. I think this is fun to watch. You know, we're used to glass being this hard, brittle material that we have to be very careful around so we won't shatter. But here you can see the glass is soften up the cover because, oh yeah, this thing really is here for some reason. The glass that we use here is made of pure quartz sand or silica sand. We use a mixture of about 70% sand, soda ash and limestone in it, but it is made of mostly sand. So glass comes from very humble ingredients, very readily available raw materials. Even the colors that we use can be made from pretty common things. What the color we use to make green glass is actually iron oxide. Iron oxide is all too common. It's known as rust. So if you take a handful of powdered rust and throw it in a batch of glass, you'll get green glass. Maybe some plating the glass there a little bit. She's using a tool called a puffer cone, or Sovieta. She can blow the glass up using that puffer cone. We do that so that we can have the rim of the piece be very nice, very delicate. One of the signs of a well-made piece of glass that it's not too thick at the top. It's a common mistake it's easy to do. Maybe still going to flare the top of this out quite a bit. That's a beautiful shape as it is. She can flare a little lip on the top and have a classically shaped glass. She can open it up into kind of a trumpet form. Lots of ways she can go. What we very often do is spin it out, flute this open a little bit. This is a cool, dynamic way to finish off a piece of glass here. It's fun to watch. We just rebuilt our heat shield here. We don't have a good place to hang our door over here. So, watch closely here. She's still going to change the shape of this quite a bit, but she isn't going to use any tools at all. We do this quite a bit up here. Just get the glass nice and hot, spin it open. And it flattens out kind of like a plate. If maybe turn too slowly, the glass will collapse in on itself. But if you spin faster, it flares open nicely. She's holding it down a little bit. It's putting a nice wavy edge on the top. She used that optic mold earlier that establishes thicker, thin areas in the glass. When you hold it down, it creates that nice scallop edge. Something we like to do, because up here you see glass as this dynamic, flowing material. And we think when we finish off a piece like this, it reminds you of one time this glass was a liquid. As soon as glass drops below about 900 degrees, it's a solid. So this is already solid enough, let's go ahead and put it in there, that it won't slump or move. What we have to do to cool this off is place it in an oven. There's an oven back there called the annealer. And we'll stick the glass in the annealer with some of the other pieces that we made today. And we'll let that cool down in there overnight. Only by cooling over about 10 hours can we prevent the glass from shattering if we just set that out in the air and break after a couple of days. Amy, nice job. Great demonstration.